Okay, so this pack got some good black cards as usual. The Black Knight, the Oubliette, and the Lemure. I think I might actually prefer Lemure to Black Knight, which is kind of insane. But I think I'm just going to start with Oubliette. I think it's the best black common, just super good removal spell, deals with whatever you need it to. Mana Flare is not a good card. Paralyze is good in the aggressive decks, and really I would be super unhappy to take anything here other than a black card, so yeah, it's going to be Oubliette for me to start off. If you don't know what the card does, it's effectively... Oh, let me get the card viewer out too. That can be helpful. It's effectively O-Ring for creatures in black. Whoop, what just happened there? Okay. So we've got an interesting pick here between Clockwork Beast, Eater of the Dead, and Feast or Famine. I think Feast or Famine is probably better than Eater of the Dead, but this is effectively 5 mana, 3/4 Vigilance, which is actually a good rate in this format. Let me make this a little bigger for you guys. But I think Clockwork Beast here is actually the pick, strange as that is. So 6 mana, you effectively get a 7/4, but it shrinks after combat, so after it attacks it becomes a 6/4 or blocks, then a 5/4, etc. But you can put more counters on it. Feast or Famine, again, that's just a really good removal spell, but I think I like Clockwork Beast here just because it keeps me open. I could see this being wrong. Another fun thing here, Feast or Famine doesn't hit artifacts, and Clockwork Beast is an artifact, so it's just kind of a fun thing to remember. In this pack, Shambling Strider is a good card. We're also looking at Roots, but I think the Strider is just better. In this format, again, the removal, some of the removal is very good, like Feast or Famine would be good now. Oubliette's still good. But I think I'm just going to take the Shambling Strider here, as it's a nice big creature. We can look at some of the other cards too. The Wailuli Wolf, I think, is a good card. Sunken City is probably okay if you have a bunch of phantom monsters or something. I think Angry Mob is bad. I think this card is bad too. Yeah, we're going to take the Strider. Nice. Looks like we have a Lemure in this pack. Honorable mention going out to Mountain Yeti. 4 mana 3/3 Mountain Walk Pro White is a good card, but 5 mana 4/3 turn into a 3/3 flyer is quite good as well. Probably my most drafted card in the set so far. Yeah. Okay. So got some options. I don't love Fintorn Elves in this format, though it might be good in this deck right now just because we have 2 6s and a 5. Normally I think I would take Roots here over the Fintorn Elves, but again, this deck looks like we're going to have a pretty high curve. There is also at least one other copy of Roots that we saw earlier that I'm hoping to wheel, so I'm going to take the Elf for now. Hopefully I won't regret this one, because Roots can come in handy, especially when some of your opponent's stuff has like pro black. You can't spend your black removal on it. We're going to take Onulet out of this pack. 3 mana 2/2. When it dies you gain 2 life. All the other cards in this pack are almost unplayable. There's like Basil Thrall, which, yes, again, I do have some expensive cards, but this thing is basically unplayable, so it's going to be an Onulet for me here. This pack is bad. What do I want out of this one? So there's a Gazban Ogre, there's a Scrib Sprites, and a Transmogrant. Still don't know how to say that one. I think we're going to take the Transmogrant. It can counter the destroy target non-artifact, non-black creature by making the thing an artifact. And I think the 1-drops are just bad. Like, I think they're good in aggressive decks, but that's just not where I am right now, so. Could end up playing this card, but I'm not really a fan. It's like a decent combat trick, just because it's not limited to sorcery speed, but since it's on board and it's only one counter, I think it's not ideal. Deck is solid so far, though. I think the most interesting picks have been Fyndhorn Elves over Roots and Oubliette over like Black Knight and Lemure. But I think otherwise, I guess the Clockwork Beast too over the Feast and Famine. That was kind of interesting. But I think things have been straightforward so far. Okay. I think I'm going to take a Mindstab Thrall out of this pack. I think the card is solid. If you can cash it in, get 3 cards out of your opponent's hand, it's insane value. Chubtoad I think is fine. Hungry Mist I think is quite poor. So it's going to be a Mindstab Thrall for me here. We might start leaning a little more aggressive. Now we're going to take another Onulet. I don't know if I've played 2 of those yet, but I think the card is okay. Ice Storm, kind of a funny card there. Color Shifted Stone Rain, but I think Mana Flare is probably worthless if it's gone around this far, so yeah, it's 4 cents. No thank you. Let's just take the Onulet. And another Transmogrant. We can now turn our Onulets into artifact creatures. That's not actually how that works, but I mean, that's the joke. Could also take a Goblin Chirurgeon. I don't know how to say that word, but I think the card is fine. Don't think I'm playing second Transmogrant, but we'll see. Ooh, Wailuli Wolf on the wheel. This card is good. It should not go this late. This tells me green is underdrafted, and that's pretty good for me. So, I think Bestial Fury is probably better than Arcane Denial. And I guess there's a world where we end up like red-green if black isn't open, but hopefully that's not the world we're living in. Telekinesis is playable. Basil Thrall is bad. And so is Illusionary Wall. Not a bad start though overall. 10 cards in the main. And at least a few of them I'm actually happy to play. Really late Wailuli Wolf again. We can start trying to sort by cost here. Make things a little cleaner. Ooh, Moat. Got that like $0 value. And just pretend that there are 4 drops in the middle there. Same with 2 mana non-creature spells here. Okay. Get this out of the way. The timer. I think out of this pack we should just take another Shambling Strider. Especially if we're not committed to black, but I mean Phyrexian Boon is good. It's just like a 3 mana kill an X2 or smaller. And the Striders tend to go a little later, so maybe I should just take this. I've got 1 removal spell so far in the Oubliette. I don't know if this is correct or not. Possible I should just take another Shambling Strider. If this were now like current limited, it wouldn't even be close. 6 mana 5/5 versus this removal spell, but I'm gonna get a little bit greedy here and pass the ooh. So this card, Gargantuan Gorilla, or just a Fyndhorn Elves, which would definitely make our deck, and I would be happy to play. If you sacrifice a Snow Forest against Trample. So basically, this thing has to be terrible, right? I should just take the Fyndhorn Elves. I mean, it's a 7 mana 7/7, but it makes you start sacking forests. But it can also just kill your opponent's stuff. You know what? I want to try it. I have no idea if this card is any good or not. And even though it's probably going to be awful, I'm looking forward to putting this stupid thing in my deck and seeing if we can kill people with it. So, sorry Fyndhorn Elves. Yes, you would be good in the deck, but I'm going to take the idiot Gorilla here. Oh, kind of a close pick now between the Thorn Thallid, the Mindstab Thrall, also a Dragon Engine, which is notable. Nature's Lore, not bad either. I think I should take the Thorn Thallid. Part of this is because we really are not committed to black so far. I mean, what, we have like 3-4 cards in black, and yes, they're all good, but like we're not seeing very much of it, which makes me feel like taking another double black card is maybe a little foolish, even though that could give me a better chance to like wheel the Nature's Lore over the Thorn Thallid. I think Thorn Thallid is just good though. Yeah. Roots, Wailuli Wolf, Daralor. I'm not a fan of Daralor actually. It's just a little too clunky, I think. I think I'm going to take Roots over the Wolf, especially because we wheeled like a super late Wolf last time, so even though I think these cards are like somewhat comparable in power level, I think we're just going to take the Roots. This pack is terrible. Could take an Ogre maybe if we're feeling aggressive. Shield Sphere is bad. Yeah, I mean, all these cards are bad. Good job to the other people in this draft. They figured out how to take the good cards out of the pack, but looks like there were only 4 at most, so. Yeah, I guess we're taking an Ogre here for the sideboard over Transmogrant number 3 and Shield Sphere. Pretty sad. Otherwise, we could like hedge into white with like a Holy Light. Hate draft a Dusk to Dusk because we've got a few artifacts, but yeah, I think it's just gonna be an Ogre. Nature's Lore or Roots? This is kind of an interesting pick, actually. My card reader's like hidden down here. I think I should just take the Roots. Not sure though. I like desorted all the non-creature spells here. Just pretend this is a 4-drop. Yeah, I think another removal is just a little too good. Nature's Lore isn't bad, but the thing about Llanowar Elves that's so much better than Nature's Lore is ramps you from 1 to 3, and I already have a bunch of 3s, so. Ooh, I think we take Thorn Thallid over Roots number 3. Thorn Thallid number 2, that is. Yeah. Passing Exile and Greater Realm of Protection. That card is or Preservation, I think, actually. That card is a massive beating. But fortunately, I'm not going to have to play against it. Now we could take Onulet number 3 or Paralyze. I think I'm going to err on the side of the removal now with the Paralyze. And now that we've passed the Llanowar Elf and the Nature's Lore, maybe I was just supposed to take the Nature's Lore, especially with the Gargantuan Gorilla. Yeah, I don't know. I would like some more ramp now, that's for sure. I don't actually know if I want to play Paralyze. This deck doesn't seem very aggressive, but we'll think about it. These cards are bad. Take like a Giant Tortoise as the best card in the pack. Wanderlust, I think, is also bad. Yeah, I think I'm just going to hate a Tortoise. Ooh, wow. That should not have happened. I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, that shouldn't have happened. I'm super happy about that. Just wheeling good cards for no reason. This is funny. I am playing black. Sure. Someone can have their Urza's Chalice. I get the Sweet Land. Alright, so we wield 2 ramp spells. We're above where we expected to be in terms of playables. I think we're in good shape. We didn't wheel Wailuli Wolf number 2, which would have been sick, but I think the deck is still pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see how Gargantuan Gorilla plays out, but we'll see. Okay. So, Dwarven Catapult, the one time that was cast against me, it was an instant speak Plague Wind, and that was completely game breaking. I think we're taking like Order of the Ebon Hand here, over Wailuli Wolf and Roots, hoping to wheel one of those. I should read the Tanos' Coffin though. Exile target creature when Tanos' Coffin leaves the battlefield or becomes untapped. So it's just cryogenically freeze a creature. Hilarious. That seems... Wait, is it just like 1,000,000 mana for a removal spell? Is that what's going on here? Exile target creature. Note the number and kind of auras that were attached to it. No, I'm going to take the order over the like 7 mana removal or whatever that was, but I think that was actually interesting, and I'm going to go back and reread the card and see if I agree with that decision. For now, I think we're just taking a War Beast out of this pack over, well, Phyrexian Boon is good. Maybe we want another Phyrexian Boon. How much removal do we have? Double Roots, Oubliette. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the War Beast. It's just so hard to find like a well-statted creature. Let's make this smaller again. It's a little awkward because we already have a bunch of 3s, but especially colorless 3s get better with the Fintorn Elves in the deck. Passing a Lightning Bolt, best card in the pack. Yeah. Thorn Thallid number 3. Getting that alliteration for sure. Passing Mindstab, Thrall, Onulet, Yavimaya Ants. Just bad cards, I think. Pretty happy about this. I think the third one. Ooh. Do I want number 4 or do I want Witches number 1? I don't actually think I want the Witches, which is kind of insane. And yes, I did say Witch there. Maybe taking the order was wrong too, because I'm not sure how double black is going to work for me in this deck. Like, I have Oubliette, and I have Order and Mindstab Thrall. I think I take the Witches anyway. It's super good. It's a little awkward because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 X1s in the deck. I think. Am I missing any? It's pretty bad with 4 X1s, right? I mean, this one doesn't really count as it being bad because you can just pump stuff and save it, including your other things. I'm going to take the Thallid. Maybe that's wrong. Ooh, interesting pick here. I think Singing Tree. I think Singing Tree is insane. Passing a Shambling Strider and a Wanderlust and a Wailuli Wolf. Another bad pack. Maybe we take like a Brothers of Fire, just hate draft that, over like a Word of Undoing. Vacation Town as well. I mean, we already have 23 playables here. We're not interested in Transmogrant number 3. There's a Wailuli Wolf, and there's a Dragon Engine. I think I'd rather have the Wolf at this point. Not sure if that's correct. I could get blown out by a Holy Light here if I go 2 into these X1s. But I think that's okay. Maybe I cut a Mindstab Thrall if I can too. There's nothing in this pack. This card is not bad. Yeah, so black wasn't very open, but I don't think any of the other colors were really either. We're pretty close to mono green, which makes the Gargantuan Gorilla a lot better. I'm excited to see how that card plays out. Kind of wish we got like one more Shambling Strider. Okay, there's another Wailuli Wolf. Cut the Mindstab Thrall now, maybe. Okay, take a Nature's Lore. Sure. Kind of feels bad cutting good black cards, even though they do have 2 black mana symbols in them. But I think this deck is pretty good too. Yeah. wonder if I cut a Transmogrant, or if I play 16 lands. Because I think cutting all the double black cards except for Oubliette makes sense. Take a word for the hate draft. Basically unsummon with upside, but I don't think there are really any white auras in this set, so I'm not sure how much of an upside it is. I guess actually no, there is like 4 mana +3/+3. That's an aura. Take this for the sideboard, and this for the sideboard. So we have 4 ramp spells right now, double Elves, double Nature's Lore. Let's see what it suggests in terms of lands. 13 and 3, no. We're going to want at least 5, maybe even 6 for Oubliette, just because we do have a double black there. If only Nature's Lore could find swamps. Instead it just finds a forest, but it does find it untapped, which is cool. Do I want 11 forests? Maybe? I could think about this, 6 and 10. Like, I think 6 is kind of the reasonable minimum for sources of this, and I think 10 is actually higher than it seems because 1 green source gets us to Fintorn Elves or to the Nature's Lore. So I think I'm actually going to try it like this. It's a little greedy, but I don't think it's wrong necessarily. We'll see if it works out or not. Okay, suppose I keep this. Yes, there are 6 mana sources, but 2 of them are 1/1s, and I have a fast start here, so that's kind of cool. Nice, okay. So now, just play the Thorn Thallid. Not sure how much mana we have next turn. I think it's a few. Ooh, they killed the wrong one. Interesting. So I was thinking about going Nature's Lore Wailuli Wolf here, but now I think I'm just playing Onulet. Ooh, Su-Chi. That's a good card.
Oh, yeah, great.
And Shield Sphere. That one is not as good. So now I think what I'm supposed to do is Nature's Lore into Onulet. Maybe it's actually better to go Fintorn Elves Onulet. Yeah, that makes sense to me. And then I just like 2-for-1 myself with Onulets. Maybe that's pretty bad. I don't know how I beat the Su-Chi though. Ooh, Phyrexian Boon. Okay. I think I would have 2-for-1'd myself there if they made me. So I can play this, and then I don't have mana for Nature's Lore and Wolf, right? not sure how I beat a Lemure. Okay, land, not very exciting. Yeah, I actually don't know how I beat this card. A lot of my removal spells, like the Phyrexian Boon, doesn't work. The Roots don't work. Oubliette would work. Lemure of my own would work. Singing Tree. Yeah, I mean, I can't do anything here. Eventually, I can attack with Onulets and then turn them into a 3/3 and ping the Su-Chi, but we're pretty far away from that. That's not bad, because the Thorn thing just kills that. Phyrexian Warbeast, sure. Okay, we'll take 3. Okay, play a Forest. Pass turn. They've got 1 card in hand. Oubliette. Exile my Thorn guy, I assume. Now I lose. Yep. That's unfortunate. Another way by Lulywolf. Yeah, we're just taking 3 a turn. Just gonna make things tough. We have some outs, but not very many. Don't understand this attack. Make you use your black mana. Maybe they did that because we had another wolf. Okay, well, we're very good at drawing lands, but unfortunately that's not helping us very much here. Cabal Ghoul. I do like that card. Alright, we'll trade here. And they add some mana. Yeah, I mean, we're just dead to this 3/3 flyer until we top deck something here. This grows by 2 counters as well. Yeah. We really need that Gargantuan Gorilla. That was pretty much our only out for a while now. So normally this would be a good trade for us, but with the Cabal Ghoul on the battlefield, it's actually quite bad.
Quiet.
It's okay. Yeah, I mean, we're basically dead here. Play the Thorn Thallid. I can triple block here and pump one of my guys and 3 for 1 myself and trade for the Cabal Ghoul, but things are looking rough. Looks like that's going to be the plan, and if they have any kind of instant speed removal, well then, that sucks. But we weren't beating much this game anyway. I'm not sure why they're arranging things like this, but whatever. Okay, trade, go to 6 life. Now I don't think, I mean, there are probably a couple outs. We could draw Lemure of our own, we could draw Oubliette of our own. There's one of them, I guess. Now we can't even like play the Gargantuan Gorilla, or at least if we do, we have to attack every turn. Hey Holden, what's up? Good to see you in the chat. How are you doing?
Hi Holden.
Juliana says hi. You might have heard that. Opponent looks like they're sandbagging some lands. Transmogrant, we can play that one out. We're just getting a little bit browned here in Masters Edition. Just got like 3 for 1. How's college going for you? Okay, there's another okay removal spell. Ooh, the Witches. I might just lock that down with Roots. Not sure yet. Thorn Thallid. I think I'd rather just play that. Well, it's a little precarious being at 6 life. They can just start pinging me. I think I have to just lock it down. Better. That's good. It's going okay for me. Last week was extremely busy, so this format's cool. I was hoping I could stream more of it than I have been able to, but that's okay. Just trying to make sure I get through my assignments and stuff, you know. Ooh, Lemure of my own? Are we actually going to win this game? Nah. Okay, Shield Sphere, shrinks. We have been drawing pretty well since we drew like 10 lands or whatever, which is nice. Got a hot take on Throne? I do, and that is I prefer M20. And the reason for that is I felt like M20 was a fairly balanced set, mainly for sealed, and I've got these PTQ tokens, and they're going to expire soon, and the only way I can use them is to enter into Throne of Eldraine sealed, and it's really easy to get a bad pool, and yeah. But yeah, have you played any Throne of Eldraine? I assume you probably have played a little bit. You probably liked it. There's an argument for turning my Lemure into a 4/4 flyer there for a second, but I think I'd rather wait. Now I think I like this play. No limited yet. Played with the cards on Arena. Okay. Thrall Retainer. You got it. This is funny. Because these are -0, -1 counters, and in classic Masters Edition fashion, it actually has power, which means this can't attack. Okay, Forest, sure. Attack. I'd love to draw a Gargantuan Gorilla. I would say Throne of Eldraine Limited can be pretty fun, to be fair. Like, I don't want to give, like, the hottest take of all time and not justify it. I think it has the potential to be fun. Yeah. Got a removal for me? Ooh. Yikes, okay. So this is the kind of thing where if spell with multiple targets wasn't going to resolve no matter what, one option I could have here would be pinging my own creature to counter the spell, but because there's still another legal target, it'll resolve regardless. I have to ping them, so that's what I'll do here. But Fire Covenant is a broken Magic card. Okay, that's a good one. It'll kill me in 2 hits. Ooh, that was a good draw. This is where I wish I had more fatties in my deck. Oh, Urg Raiders. Interesting. Well, now I'm incentivized not to attack. Try to see if Urg Raiders will force them to take some damage next turn. Ooh, Shambling Strider as well. That feels pretty good. Now they either have to take damage or they have to send their creature to its death. Thrall Retainer. Okay, I accept. Okay, take 2 damage. Deal. Can't do that very many more times. Ooh, there's the Gargantuan Gorilla. Exciting. Let's play it. So the Urg Raiders basically has to attack. We'll block here. They're going to regenerate it. Okay. Going to pass here for 1 more turn. Play another forest. So, in case you don't know what Gargantuan Gorilla does, let me pull up the text here. If you knew what it did without me pulling up the text, I am extremely impressed. But yeah, we're just going to pass the turn here, then kill the Mountain Yeti, and the Urg Raiders basically has to attack again. Nice, and the opponent had enough. Man, I thought we were dead. Okay. So, what kind of stuff do we want in this matchup? I mean, we have like 0 sideboard, right? Could think about another Transmogrant. Could think about like a Paralyze, maybe. I think I'm just going to run it back, though. There's not really too much sideboarding to do here, I think. Okay, let's get that card viewer back. Okay, we're gonna keep this mono green hand. Turn 1, Fintorn Elves. Turn 2, Onulet. That's broken right there. Okay, Urg Raiders. Sure. So they can turn the Urg Raiders into a 3/4, so there's no double blocking next turn. Unless we draw something else. Oh, that's scary too, actually. Yeah, we might be in some trouble here now. But looks like they did keep a 2-lander. Oh, they drew land number 3. They Fire Covenant hear me for 3. Oh, Phyrexian Boon. I mean, that's bad too, but it's not as bad. Now we take 4, presumably. Yeah, we needed to get the Clockwork Beast onto the battlefield. That was a decent draw. So now we have to double block one of these Raiders. And if they have instant speed removal, we're in trouble. Sure, makes sense. Okay, that card's pretty bad, but it can kind of get me here. Yeah, I needed to draw a spell there. I might lose now. So I need them not to remove the Clockwork Beast because this thing can't attack as long as I have the Clockwork Beast in play. So I think I'm just supposed to chump the 4 damage here. Can't chump the other one because it has trample, or at least I can, but it doesn't do as much. Yeah, kind of flooding out here. Feels like we're probably just dead. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, well that was not a very interesting game. Okay. Could even think about a Paralyze just to slow them down. Actually, that seems pretty reasonable. It's super good against the Urg Raiders as well. I've nicknamed Urg Raiders Urg Rowers, a joke that is terrible, but I'm also pretty proud of. Let's see. Yeah, I think bringing in the Paralyze makes sense. Maybe Transmogrant is not very good. That seems like it's okay. Let's try cutting it anyway. I think I'm keeping this, but it's a little clunky. Llanowar Elves would make things better. Obviously, we don't have that. We don't have double green either for the Thorn Thallid and a 6 and a 7, but if we draw our lands, then we'll be okay. That was a good draw. Now if we draw Forest, that'd be great. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be playing Phyrexian Boon. Yeah, I should have taken that out, actually. Too many of the opponent's cards are black. Their threats, that is. Oh, I should have attacked here, because I'm not blocking. Yeah, that was bad too. Because I can block and pump the Thorn Thallid, but yeah, maybe that's worth it actually. Just eat up your whole turn. So now they have to give this +1/+0, or it doesn't even trade. Yep. It's just a good tempo play. And we drew another one. That's nice too. Oh, bolt it. Sure. I let that resolve too fast. I didn't know. I didn't do the math to see if Wailuli Wolf could protect it. Obviously it couldn't, but that was a mistake. Okay, can Phyrexian boon that? Thrall Retainer, that's annoying. Okay, now we can't block. Need one more land here. Dragon Engine, okay. Land. Never lucky. Just block here. This Wailuli Wolf is helping me out a lot, but I'm not sure it's going to do enough here. We'll see. The nice thing is the okay. I think we attack for now. The Clockwork Beast doesn't trade with the Phyrexian thing, but it would have traded with the Dragon Engine because they can pump it, so glad we got that off the battlefield. Hit me for 3, okay. This is bad for me. Yeah, that's what I thought that was. Ooh, that was a good draw. One of my only answers to this. So now we're going to double block and pump each of my things. Okay, go to blocks. Oh, they forgot to sack it. Or at least they didn't feel like it to regenerate it. Yeah, I think they messed up there. Urg Raiders, or Rowers, as we like to call them. Okay, let's draw a land. Never lucky. All right. I think I'm supposed to let this hit me for 2. No Fire Covenant for 2. Why is it a... Oh, I knew that was happening. Or not for 2, but for 4, yeah. Yeah, and they did it correctly. Okay, good for them. Okay, land. Nice. Don't kill it. Oh, I have an Oubliette. Yep. So now the question is, am I dying to my own Gargantuan Gorilla? The answer is probably yes. But at least I can play it before I lose. Okay, we'll see. I do have a lot of forests in the deck. Oh, they just paralyze it. Brutal. Oh, Shambling Strider. That would be so good otherwise. Now what do? I could die to a bolt, attack them for 7, then if they don't draw anything, force them to block. That doesn't seem bad. Yeah, I think I need to do that versus just like play this conservatively. Just clock you for 7. All right, what do you got for me? Cabal Ghoul, okay. Hit me to 3. Oh, this doesn't work because I have to so I have to draw a land here to play the Shambling Strider, which I think I need to do. Shoot. Okay, so I have to pray that I draw a land. Dang. Okay, still a good draw. But that was unfortunate. Now I have to figure out where to block. So I don't think there's any kind of shock effect. I think this is fine. Not sure. Hit me to 2. Su-Chi. So now I have to wait. I have Paralyze in my deck that I could draw, so I need to leave a black untapped. Ooh, we drew a forest. That seems extremely good. So now I give this flying. I block one and fight the other, and they die, ideally. I think they're dead. Maybe not if they're oublieting this. Phyrexian Boon. That doesn't matter. I guess you can get this off the battlefield now. Cool. And now I just hit you for 4, and that's GG. All right, that was a good game. Ooh, that was a very close one. I could have cost myself by auto-yielding to those triggers, but I'm pretty sure because of like active player, non-active player, their paralyzed trigger will always resolve first. Yuck. I think I'm keeping this. I can go turn 3, either Roots or Singing Tree, but Oubliette looks uber uncastable in this hand right now. Got a green mirror. Ooh, Swamp isn't bad. Green-black mirror. The wolf is okay, but I think I'd rather ramp here. Dragon Engine, okay. I don't think that interacts with Singing Tree the way I want it to. Could go for double Wailuli Wolf here. Could also go for Roots. I think I'll just play the Wolves. Uh-oh. Opponent's playing Jund. I think 3 colors is generally not a good idea in this format because there's no fixing, but I could be wrong about that. There's a chance maybe you're just supposed to be super greedy. Are they not attacking me here? No, okay, they're still attacking. Probably pumping once too. Sure. I think I'm just gonna play Roots on that. Maybe that's a little too aggressive, but like if they have exactly a Clockwork Beast, the 6 mana, effectively 7/4, but 7+1/+0 counters, the Singing Tree is gonna be pretty bad against that. I think I'm still gonna go for it though. No attacks here, of course. Kind of an odd attack, but I'll take it. Getcha. Deal. Okay. Mind Stab Thrall. Uh-oh. Oh, there's the Clockwork Beast. Just summoned it to the top of my deck by talking about it. It's not bad. Turn 5 as well. Don't you dare kill my Clockwork Beast. Bestial Fury. Okay. I accept. Opponent's tanking. If they attack here, I'll just trade for one of the wolves. Perfectly fine with me. It's when it's attacked and is unblocked, not deals combat damage to a player, so trample doesn't actually help it discard my hand. I'm not too worried about that. Interesting. Okay. Fintorn, sure. Question is, how many wolves should I activate? I don't know, maybe one? Yeah, I think I'll attack one, or activate one wolf after attacking. I'm getting close to a point where I can just afford to take the damage from this, or just Singing Tree it to 0 power and then take no damage from it. But I'd rather not discard Oubliette if I don't have to. Now I can trade Llanowar Elves for the Mindstab thing instead of the Wailuli Wolf. Feels like we're pretty thoroughly ahead in this game. Witches. That card is super annoying and very good. Not very good when your opponent has 2 Wailuli Wolves, but still good. Onulet, okay. Guess we make the same play as last turn. We could even attack with this and then pump it and trade. This is pretty silly, but I don't hate it. Make a 2/2. Yeah. Okay. Come on, opponent. Not sure about the whole make a 2/2 plan. I think in like every draft I've had so far except for one, I've played black, if that gives you guys an idea of how much how good black is relative to the rest of the colors. Yeah, I think I do this. I mean, it doesn't matter which one we target, but I think I activate one. I keep the other one back to try to counter the witch ping. Clockwork Beast, doing work. Clockwork, to be specific. The Onulet art is like, it looks like a dog head attached to a bench being like bisected, drinking out of a small bowl. That's pretty weird. Granite Gargoyle. Okay. Solid card for sure. Not terrifying here. Sure. Not ideal with witches in play, but okay. Here we are. Okay, opponent's just passing, sure. Roots. What does that do for me? I can roots the witches. That seems good. Probably just win now, maybe? Maybe they activate this. The reason I'm targeting this one is because I feel like it gives me a bunch of attacks. Yeah, I think this is probably okay. I could even attack with the Singing Tree. Doesn't have Defender. Please activate in response. Please activate in response. No? Okay. I don't think I want to attack with a Singing Tree. I think that's too ambitious. I think I'll just attack like this, and this, and this. Clockwork Beast is now a lethal threat. Has to be jumped every turn, unless they're going to throw like 3 blockers in front of it. Probably lose if they do that. Okay. Deal. So take lethal from the other ones. Okay, this makes a little more sense. So now I only kind of completely wreck them. So I pump this one once, and then it trades for all of their things, and then I pump this one and it eats their thing. And they take 1. So still pretty game breaking, but a little bit worse. Nice. Okay, they had enough. I mean, this is a tough format. If I had to speculate, I would say the opponent probably hasn't drafted this one before. Newmott's first draft of this format was like, well, for him, pretty uncharacteristic. I think I'm just going to run it back. Any reason to think about the Paralyze? I don't think so. The Wailuli Wolves have been excellent, so let's just run it back. Also Clockwork Beast. Wailuli Wolf plus Clockwork Beast was insane that game. Like, not those 2 cards together exactly, just both of those cards were great. Okay, nice mulligan here. Yikes. Okay, down to 5 we go. Got a 1, a 2, or no, we've got a 2 with 2 3s, a 4, a 6, and a 7 in that hand. 4? Yeah, okay, mold a 4. Okay. I think I'm gonna keep Forest, Wailuli Wolf, Thorn Thallid. Yeah, that's pretty bad. there's an argument for keeping the 5 and like I think that was a 1-lander and just like hoping I draw another land, but we'll see. At least we're on the draw, right? Okay, not a terrible draw there either. Okay, that's bad for me. Thorn-Thallid number 1 is good. Thorn-Thallid number 2 coming down soon, also good. I mean, if I win on a Mold of 4, anything is possible. Okay. Playing mono green activated abilities over here. A little bit afraid of what they might have for 5 mana. No attacks is good. Onulet, okay. Into play you go. Part of me wants to attack with both and pump the one they block so it lives. I think I'm going to. Can't think of a reason not to. I mean, there's the... they could have a make a 2/2 thing. I don't think I care about that though. Yeah, because they can use that anyway. Okay. Forest. Now they go Fire Covenant. Just wanted me to tap the Wailuli Wolf. Onulet, okay. Okay, 1 ping, which is nice. I think I just attacked with all the 2/2s. Maybe that's bad. Yeah, I guess I'll just play Onulet number 2 and pass. Because like I don't want to trade one of my Thorn-Thallids with the Onulet, and I kind of have to if I want to keep my things alive with the Wailuli Wolf. So yeah, let's just get to double Thorn-Thallid time. Block. I'm confused, but I will block. I accept. Fire Covenant. Oh god. Destroy all artifacts, creatures, and lands. They can't be regenerated. I was already on a Mold of 4. Why? least I'm gaining that sweet, sweet life, right? Only 6 more lands to go. Nice. We're winning 2 lands. They're winning 2 lands and potentially a spell. Animate dead. Do we lose? I love how it shows up on my side of the battlefield for a second. Okay, okay. It's a castable magic card. It's going to prevent them from attacking in 1 turn. And they also can't shoot it with the Thallid or anything else of mine. Wow, 2 lands off the top. Must be nice. Yeah, okay. I think we probably play more mana sources than they do, just because we have double Llanowar Elf, double Nature's Lore. We're 16 lands, so that's 20 mana sources, right? Please attack with a Thorn Thallid. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Do it. No, you were so close. So close to sacking your own creature for no reason. I could have traded here, but I don't care. Yeah, I think we're dead. My deck is too expensive. Opponent's drawn a little bit better, or actually a lot, but, you know. Also didn't mold a 4. That might have been a factor. Yeah, this is a good attack from them, because if I block and try to pump, then they can just ping in response. I should have traded with the Onulet. That was a mistake. It's pretty clear in hindsight, but whatever. No, you were going to make a good play with this. Okay. Okay. It's technically a body. I need to cast Thorn Thallid, and then I probably still die. You're gonna ping me with the thing? Looks like you're thinking about it. Please do it. Yep. Disagree with that choice to ping, by the way, if that wasn't clear. Fire Covenant for 2. Oh, Dwarven Catapult. We're dead. I'm confident we can win a game 3 where they don't go Jockle Hops against my Mold of 4, though. Yeah, we can probably scoop this one up, I think. Okay. I think we're just running it back. That was a yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. This is actually a good hand. Not mulling to 4? Must be nice. Yeah, I think we're in really good shape now. We don't have like a Clockwork Beast or something to finish off the game yet, but this is just a really solid start. not going to use the thing yet. Especially on a Wailuli Wolf, which doesn't really do that much attacking anyway. If I wanted, I could have kept this untapped and protected that from like a bolt. Mind Stab Thrall, okay. Target non-artifact creature, so I can't save this for the Onulet. In fact, I think I'm just going to fire it off here. Sure. Ooh, that'll be fun eventually. I think I'm going to leave Onulet back for the Mind Stab Thrall. I'm not going to activate a wolf as much as it pains me. Actually, no, I won't do it. Thought about it. Destroy target blue creature. Pretty good card out of the sideboard, but not against my deck. Onulet, okay. I don't really need to do that, right? Oh, that was a mistake. I should have pumped. Yeah, that was bad. I clicked too quickly there. I should have Wily Wolfed the Onulet. Like now if they kill this one, I can pump either wolf into a 3/3 and eat that. This is, oh, it's a mirror universe. Okay. Don't think it matters just because I'm winning on board by enough. If they go mirror universe into Jockle Hops, I will be unhappy. I think I need to play this land. If I can just get them to activate the mirror universe now, and as long as they don't have Jockle Hops, I think we'll be in good shape. I mean, we do go to 4. We could die to a lightning bolt. Yeah, this is bad. I should have left like an Onulet back or something. Playing this a little loosely. Yeah, leaving an Onulet back seems so much better. I could die to like the 2/2 flyer now. There's no way they don't do this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I could just die to that thing now. Disgusting. Not happy with the way I played this. I really need an answer to this thing. What do I have that could get me out of this? Lemure. Singing Tree would be too slow. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't, but it's pretty close. So I can actually double ping an Onulet here to gain 2 life here on my next turn. 2 cards in hand. Clockwork Beast. Interesting. Wonder if I can kill them in time. I need them to have like literal nothing here. Might still lose. Looks like I'm dead on board. Oh. Okay. So they can get the Nether Shadow back. And that probably means I'm dead. Yeah, so they make the play. Yeah, I think I lose. I need to top deck something here. Just that one attack with the extra Onulet was so bad. And then not pumping the wolves after they use the, or with the wolves after they use the Mirror of Universe. Not proud of this. And they have a spell too. Onulet, okay. Yeah, that doesn't do it. Okay. now. There's like no way they can mess this up, you know? Doesn't matter. If we had the Gargantuan Gorilla like a turn earlier, like if this were a forest that we had drawn the turn before, then we could live. Unfortunate. Okay. Yep. That happens. And it sucks, but what am I going to do? Draw that a turn earlier? That would have been nice. That would not have worked with one swamp, but there's a second swamp. That would have worked. My deck is taunting me. This is so rude. All right. Okay. Let's get a good game 3 or round 3. A couple decent 3-drops here. Land would be good. Not sure what I do if I draw. Okay, well, that was good. But if I draw like a Fyndhorn or a whatever you call it, Nature's Lore. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. Might be worth playing the second Thorn Thallid, or 2 damage might be worth playing the second Thorn Thallid as well. Playing on curve just has too high of value. If you think about, like, would you pay an extra? Wow, okay. Sure. Yeah, I think I pay 4 for this one and then I take a break. It's definitely going to be interesting to see if this works out for the opponent. Witches, okay. And a turtle. Okay. So I can play this one without taking any damage. As long as we don't see any phantom monsters, we should be safe. Oh, another one? Okay. Sure. Didn't want to tap my lands anyway. I think this is correct. Yeah, it definitely is. I think I pump. Limdul's Vault. Okay. Opponent's deck is cool. I'll give them that. Not sure if it's any good. in a few turns, I'll be able to ping witches to death if I want to. Oubliette. That's bad for me. Wonder if they hit the Thornthalid. They do. Take one. I think they were probably... No, maybe they were supposed to hit that one. I don't know. I do have an attack here now. Game log. Choose you. So now, if we attack, it's a free block for them. But I think I'm okay with that. Oh, they didn't block, but it was free. The reason it was free is because I can pump and shoot, and then they can untap and start pinging my wolves. So they just messed up there. Phyrexian Boon. That is annoying. Okay, Swamp. So now I can take 2 damage to play a Phyrexian Warbeast. I think that's not unreasonable. Plenty of lands I would love to sacrifice here. Sure, okay, I'm just gonna wait for them to let that die. Could also lock it down. Seems a bit aggressive. That's bad for me. Now they can actually start killing the wolves. Sure. No real reason to play that. Doesn't have good targets anyway. This is a weird game. Okay, target you. Oh, I think maybe I just should have played Roots and taken the damage for it and locked down one of the witches. Not sure. And that's 4 damage. It's probably still worth it. Yeah, I guess I messed that up. I almost have them dead with this War Beast if I just top deck another removal. Not sure what would work here though. Oh, did they? They only pinged one of the wolves. Okay. Hmm. Maybe I Roots down one of the pingers. I think that seems better than trying to kill them here, because I can't kill them. Yeah. I also can't Roots their wall. So now they have to do the thing where they ping wolf during my turn and then untap and ping it again. That puts them to 1, so they just can't use the witches after that. Could take 4 and play a Shambling Strider. Why not, I guess, right? It's tough to say, like, what damage is acceptable to take or not. Okay. So now the wall dies, and they didn't go for the double ping. I mean, I guess they'd probably lose if they did that. Tortoise, okay. Not sure. Please no Oubliette. Please no Oubliette. Phyrexian Boon. That is okay. I'm actually kind of happy with that. And I can even prevent them from triple blocking by just attacking with each of these. Yeah, I think they're dead now. So they have to double chomp. They can kill the wolf if they want, and they go to 2. Seems good. 4 Psychic Venoms. Two lethal threats coming right up. Sure. And no need to show them the Singing Tree. They're not doing any attacking anyway, so. Yep, got him. Okay, that one took a while, but it was fun. Let's see. Maybe Paralyze could be good here. I think Transmogrant is good. Actually, maybe an additional Transmogrant could be good. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I think Singing Tree is probably still worth playing, but yeah, actually, you know what? I think my deck is fine. Let's just run this back. I actually think my deck is quite good, but whatever. After round 2, just not going to try to think about that. Okay, this hand is fine. Maybe Phyrexian Boon is pretty bad against them. Yeah, actually. This card is consistently, like, underperforming, I think. Too many opponents are playing black, and I don't have enough black creatures. Okay, Thorn Thallid is fine. Llanowar Elves would have been, or Fintorn Elves would have been a little better, but that's okay. Witches, sure. Okay, Witches is no longer a sure, because I can't play this. Ooh, Serendib Ifrit. Okay. So I can Nature's Lore, play nothing, and then Lemure next turn? That seems pretty bad. Lemure doesn't even trade with this, actually, because this is a 3/4 and this turns into a 3/3 flyer. So I could Phyrexian Boon it. Doesn't seem ideal. They have also shown me some good removal, so. I guess I do it anyway, though. Like, what I'm thinking is, right now, I get up to 4 mana. The next turn, I hit 5 mana and play this. Then next turn, maybe I Phyrexian Boon plus Thorn Thallid and I shut this thing down. And if Serendib Ifrit is just sitting there pinging them every turn, that's pretty good for me. So. Yep. Don't counter this. I mean, the removal is actually better than the counter spells, so don't remove it is really what I'd rather have. This is an oubliette, and I lose. Darn. Okay. I'm not literally dead, but it's probably close enough that it's not worth distinguishing. I mean, I can Phyrexian Boon this, loses 1 power, but unless I draw removal or another flyer. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I think I have to boon this, and I still probably just lose. Do you have a Phyrexian Boon of your own? Yep. Okay. I think I am going to hope I draw a land for the Gargantuan Gorilla. Nice. Now I have to draw more forests or I'm just gonna die. They might just kill us, I might die anyway. Okay. Well, that one's getting sacked to the gorilla, so that was not a good choice on your part, opponent. In fact, now I think I can afford to pay for this with the... Oh, actually, no. I shouldn't do that. That's a bad play. Interesting. I think I need to hold those in my hand. Actually, no. I should play them out so the opponent pings them instead of me, because I'm at 4 life. What do you kill? Looks like they're pinging me. Makes sense. They take a damage. They're now down to 14. That's a 2-turn clock here. Not sure what this is. Juxtapose. I accept. So, take 7? Cool. Okay, I think they just kind of handed me the game. They do get to fight one of my things on their upkeep, I believe. But Oh, did they yield to the... Oh, no. Opponent, you didn't even fight in response? Okay, go to 1. I guess I punted, sort of. Um, I could have gone to 1 life and put the boon on my witches and pumped it by 2 power, so they just instantly die on their upkeep. No, because then they can fight my war beast and I lose a life. No, okay. Cool.